Are you an entrepreneur looking forward for a next leap in business? If yes, then this is the episode for you, because in this episode, I am taking up a very important topic of planning. Planning, a core virtue. So stay with us till the end. This is Abhishek Sengupta and welcome back. You are listening to Abhishek Sengupta audio blogs. Now, planning is a very important virtue in business. Business cannot go on without a planning, or rather I must say a well-defined and proper planning. Now, planning is defined as a blueprint of future action. Now, this is the virtue which can really help you to grow your business, to stabilize your business and take your business to the next level. The importance of planning cannot be described in words. Now, I'll give you a quote of Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin has once said, if you fail to plan, that means you are planning to fail. Now, this really expresses the importance of planning. Now, planning can be of great help to all the entrepreneurs and startup founders. Now, many points can be expressed, but I am hereby mentioning 6 points in favor of this. Number 1 is blueprint of future action. Now, whatever action you are willing to take in future has to be planned before. Now, it can be in form of 6 months planning, it can be in form of 1 year planning, 5 years planning, 10 years planning, whatever. But planning has to be done for sure. If you don't do planning, your future actions will be absolutely haphazard. It will not only be haphazard, it will have a lot of errors and you will have a tough time in handling those. So first thing first, what you have to do, you have to make a plan. But always remember, if you are willing to make a plan shouldn't be a mental planning. Of course, you can do a mental brainstorming, but planning has to be there in pen and paper. Now, that will act you as a Bible for your next work, for your business, and for the next category of work. So first thing first is the blueprint for future action. Next is it makes you action ready. Now, once you have the plan in hand, you are ready to take the action to fulfill those plans. The plan is very systematic and it helps you to take up the next step in a proper way. So in other words, instead of brainstorming what to do first and what to do second, what to do third, if you have a plan, that will make you ready for step number 1, followed by step number 2, step number 3, step number 4. Without a proper action, even if you are enthusiastic, even if you are absolutely ready to do whatever, so if you're not going ahead in a planned way, you are sure to have some hiccups, hurdles, and even losses in business. Number 3 is a handout to refer. Always remember, you need a paper or a plan to refer. Now, if you do not have plan, you don't have anything to refer. Now, if you do not have anything to refer, you cannot check your mistakes, you cannot check the errors, you cannot check a deterioration of the quality, you cannot even check whether you are on time or not. So a handout or a referral point is what planning is taken as. Now, if you don't have that referral point, your deviation from the referral point cannot be ascertained. So hence it is very important for an entrepreneur or a startup founder to make a plan and to keep it as a referral point or a handout to refer. Now, number 4 is an organized work. I have already mentioned that planning acts as a blueprint of future action. So if you are having the blueprint in hand, it is quite expected that you will have an organized work or a plan for work. So if you do not have the planning in hand, of course, your work is not going to be organized. Work will have a lot of errors. It will have a lower efficiency. It will have many uncontrolled things coming up. Many breakdowns might come up in case it is a factory. So it is very important to have the plan in hand so that you can proceed with your work in an organized manner. Point number 5 is the knowledge of time limit. It is very important in business to deliver the results on time. Now, if you have a planning, you can always check whether you are running before time, on time, or behind the time. So, race against time can lead to a lot of errors and pitfalls. So it is important that if you are having a plan generally comes with a time limit. Okay, step number 1 has to be done in this time limit, at step number 2 in this time limit, step number 3 in this time limit. So it is very, very important that you should have a knowledge of time limits. So a proper planning can really help you to have a knowledge of your time limit. Knowledge of time limit helps you to deliver the results on time. And if the results are not delivered on time, it can lead to customer complaints and lot of other delays as well. Point number 6, the last but not the least, a better action. Now, if you compare an action with a plan and an action without a plan, you will always find that action with a plan is always a better action, an organized action, and a error-free or errors in such kind of actions are greatly reduced. It will also have low errors, higher efficiency, and the end results are delivered on time. So overall, planning has got a lot of impact. So it is very, very important for an entrepreneur to plan the work in a proper way, in an organized way. That's all for today. If you got a value from this episode, I request you to subscribe, like, and share. To my Apple Podcast listeners, I request for a review. I want an honest review how my podcast is helping you and enhancing your life. I'll be back with many such episodes. Till then, stay tuned, stay connected. Have a great day.